On the last episode of Joda Pro, I joined my former semi-pro team, the Triad Outlaws, to be faced with a whole new set of challenges for this season. Not only was I going to be coaching the special teams units of this team, but I also was going to be kicking field goals and kicking off as well as punting, despite the fact that I had no prior experience of kicking field goals and kickoffs up to this point. All things considered, it didn't go too poorly, but now we're entering game week and week 1 of this series.
So right now what we're doing is we've got our game in 2 days, okay? It's a little bit cold, it's supposed to be rainy, doesn't matter. We got to get some work in. So I'm just out here. The biggest thing I'm focusing on right now is I'm gonna try to tone down some of the directional stuff. Last year I made a lot of mistakes, so I was trying to hit like a really directional ball. Man, that. I'm trying to hit the ball far and high, okay? That's what gets people noticed. So that's gonna be one of the things I'm focused in on. And moving fast, keeping myself safe is gonna be the big one. As you can tell, our long snapper is actually pretty decent. He was getting it back there to me. So one thing I've just been practicing is making sure I'm looking over the snap, like catch it, feel the snap, but keep my eyes above the ball. See if I can juke somebody out of their shoes. Big balls. I already warmed up, so we're gonna take like 2 more sets, try to find that rhythm, and then call it a day. Now we're just gonna hit go balls. I'm just gonna hit them as far as I can. I got a fun fact, you know, Joda Pro, always gotta be on a diet. I lost about 15 pounds last year. Shooting this, aiming for the same. Alright guys, next time you see me, it's gonna be game time. So let's just go ahead and get right into that.
Little did I know that rain that I had just talked about previously was going to end up forcing the game to get canceled, and I would go an entire week before playing my next game, bringing me to one of the windiest, one of the muddiest, one of the worst fields I'd ever play on, and holy cow, was it going to be a rough one.
This is the Joda Pro Season 1, Episode 2. We're at Game 1 right now. As you can tell, the field is a little bit rough. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at it. This is some of the muddiest field I've ever been in. So naturally, my first punt, we line up and we're going directly into a wind. The wind, you know, nothing crazy, just a solid 16 to 20 miles an hour, right? Going into it, and whenever I step, I go heels deep in mud. I just don't know how I get so unlucky. So naturally, punt number 1 is in the back of the end zone, the worst part. It's like on a slope, so the further back you go, the muddier it gets. So I'm in the back of the end zone, kicking into the wind.
And just look how deep my feet are sinking. Oh my god. So yeah, I just completely slip on my plant foot here and shank the piss out of it.
Looks like crap, feels like crap. Okay, things transpire. Next, I'm punting a safety punt because we got a safety.
Damn, I'll be back. Okay, hit that nigga. Ooh.
Okay, guess what? The 35 isn't, or the 20 isn't much better than the back of the end zone. So this is a rough first half, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna try to get back out there and make something shake. I'm gotta open up with kickoff, so I gotta go get warmed up here in a second, but pray for me, guys. Holy crap.
Yeah, so I'm coming out, I'm thinking, I'm just going to get a little pooch right here, see if we can't just keep it away from some of their most dangerous returners, get it to a guy I wasn't particularly worried about, we get some good coverage, boom, let's just go play some defense here. And as you can tell, it's just sloppy all the way around. Anything on that half of the field, people are slipping and sliding. Nobody can keep their footing. So as soon as you got the ball down there, you knew it was going to stay down there. Which means I just needed a chance to go punt from the other side of the field where I actually had some good footing. Now, watching our offense operate during this part was kind of like getting a root canal where the dentist forgot to give you any Novocaine and instead of using a drill, had to use a kitchen butter knife, okay? But somehow we make it down there, we look like we're ready to score, and honestly, that's all I really cared about. So after attempting to run the ball 3 times in a row, we, for whatever reason, switch out our quarterback. And I guess it's the quarterback we put in when we actually want to move the ball, because we end up scoring the one and only touchdown of the game on a pretty well thrown pass to the back of the end zone, meaning it wasn't going to be long till us out there having to hit another kickoff. You know, for kickoff number 2 of the day, since I literally didn't even have a chance to warm up on these from the time I've been there, I'm not even too mad at it, especially because we're all the way back at the 25 thanks to a couple of penalties. But they fumbled the ball almost immediately, and before we knew it, I was punting again. And this time I had some good footing. I had a little bit more of a crosswind, which was left to right instead of it being directly on my face, which was nice. So I was feeling a lot better going into this.
Kick it behind him. Yeah, he got a boot. Hey, boot that mother.
Nice high spiraling punt, somehow fielded, and goodness gracious, I couldn't believe there was nobody down there to help cover that ball. It was about 46 to 48 yards with 4.66 seconds of hang. Can't be mad at it, but holy crap, things happened so quick before I knew it. I was back punting again, this time ball on the plus 40 going into the wind. I had a pretty good strategy for what I was going to do, and as you're going to see, I almost pulled it off perfectly. I went for another high spiral, and this one landed literally directly on the 1 yard line, but the guy never got his head around to go make a play on it. But that only left them with 15 minutes to try to set up a drive. Nothing exciting happened as we went back and forth trying to lose the game for each other, but with just a couple seconds left, they were attempting to drive down the field one last time to put this game away, as the score was currently sitting at 6-2. But on 4th down, they had one play to make or break their entire game against us.
Watch the ball, Corey!
Watch the pass.
And that's all she wrote. In a very Iowa football-esque type game, the Triad Outlaws were able to squeak out a win with a final score of 6-2 as we knelt it out. Across my 2 punts of the day, I had a 44-yard average with 4.5 seconds of hang on average, which is a pretty respectable number if you ask me, on game number 1 of Joe to Pro.